Those showers and storms have been moving through. Meteorologist Colleen Campbell has been tracking that and has your weather impact alert forecast. Colleen?
Hey, Miranda. So the pattern that we've had has been over top of our region for the past week. Now, we did have some days where the weather kind of slowed down, Friday being one of those where we didn't see as much widespread rain, but we kind of needed a trigger to get everything going again. So we've had the southwest wind in place, but then this front dropped in and the front stalled out. So we have some upper level activity going on. That was the spark that needed to get these showers and storms rolling once again. And it's been a pretty soggy day for some. So let's take a zoom in here. We still have more of a moderate, sometimes heavy rain across the region. Rainfall estimates from today. This is radar estimated rainfall totals, by the way. We had anywhere from 1 to 3 inches. Now, of course, these totals are not updated here. These are just spots I clicked around, but pay attention to the blue contour. There's a little spot here in the middle of Pinellas County, kind of on going into Tampa as well. That had about 3 inches of rain. So the blue, the purple, that's what you're looking for on that contour. And it's radar estimated rainfall total. So that can absolutely vary. Actually, we like looking at the CocoRaHS reports because that comes from viewers like you or businesses or whoever may have a rain gauge, and you guys can actually send your reports in as well. And that gives a more accurate reading, in my opinion, because you're getting an actual rain gauge reading instead of what radar is just seeing out there. Speaking of radar, we have reflectivity picking up on these heavy rounds of rain that's moving through the southern end of Pinellas County. Once again, we've seen several rounds of these through the area today. This one's closer to US 19, getting close to the St. Pete Pier, so be aware of that. Going up to the north here, this is the flood threat, the flood watch. It's until 8 p.m. tomorrow. That doesn't mean that flooding can't occur elsewhere. In fact, I would encourage anybody that knows of a flooded area to avoid it, especially as you get back to work for tomorrow, because the ground is so saturated, it won't take much to be the tipping point for some flooding, especially on that saturated ground. There it is. There's a live shot from the St. Petersburg. You can see the trop right there in the distance. Very gray skies, rain in the distance, and more rain on the way. We just saw that cell, that storm that's moving toward you guys. It's really never been a huge threat for severe weather in terms of severe thunderstorm warnings, but the flood threat, that's what we've been worried about all week long. So again, we're extending the weather impact alert again for Monday, tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Doesn't mean it's going to rain that entire day. Actually, coverage looks a little bit less than what it was for today, but since the ground is so soggy right now, it wouldn't take much to see some flooding, especially in areas that had flooding earlier. Here's Futurecast, our in-house model, 8 o'clock tonight. Those leftover showers by 11 o'clock. Looks like we could get a quick little pop here. In the overnight hours, we will have a few dry lulls. And then here we are tomorrow morning, starts up right again, closer to the coast. Pasco, Hernando, Citrus counties especially, 9 a.m. tomorrow, and moving into lunchtime, the rounds just keep on coming. By 3 o'clock, things will push off to the east, and it looks like we do start to dry out. That's our in-house model. Comparing it to the high-resolution model, high-resolution model has us a little bit drier for tonight and the overnight hours as well as tomorrow morning. You can see not quite as much rain for 7 a.m. I would prepare for more rain than less because you'd rather get caught, being over-prepared than under-prepared. And then as we move into the afternoon, again, not quite as widespread on the high-resolution model, which is interesting because usually it does have more rain on there. But either way, we're expecting a few more rounds of those showers, especially closer to the nature coast. Be aware of that weather impact alert. We get back into a more normal pattern this week.